Kahala Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth who rule well, as it is written in 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 17. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, scattered abroad of the 12 tribes. Okay, Shalom. This is Bachayar Amana. Bachayar, okay, means elect. Amana means indeed. Elect indeed. Bachayar Amana. Okay. I'm going to put this on my Mataz al-Kham backup channel. Okay. No problem. Anyway, the plan to silence dissent in the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. I'm not sure which one. Okay, it's the same thing. It's the Sedition Act. Right? And I took some notes on it on the side to make sure. Okay. Let's read. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, is a little-known government agency that occasionally makes headlines by assisting the victims of tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and other natural disasters. But FEMA's powers go far beyond relief efforts. It is now also prepared to widely curtail basic civil liberties in the event of a national disaster. Okay? In April 1984, President Ronald Reagan signed a highly classified document called the National Security Decision Directive, NSDD. According to Daniel P. Sheehan, attorney and investigator for the Christic Institute in Washington, D.C., the directive contemplates the president unilaterally declaring a state of domestic national security in the event of direct U.S. military intervention in Central America. Okay? Are all these so-called illegal migrants coming from Central, South America, Portugal, El Salvador, Colombia, Venezuela, Brazil, right? Under the directive's provisions, FEMA would then be called to enforce a domestic side of the administration's Central America War Plan. This NSDD is similar in many ways to Project Garden Plot, former President Nixon's unimplemented contingency plan designed to round up and detain thousands of U.S. citizens opposed to the Vietnam War. Okay? The Vietnam War was a banker's war in order for them to perpetually continue to make money selling weapons to both sides. That is what it was for. It was just to make money. Okay? Two of Project Garden Plot's most enthusiastic supporters were Ronald Reagan, then governor of California, and his special assistant Edwin Meese, now U.S. Attorney General. Well, of course, back in the 80s, he was the Attorney General of the United States as Edwin Meese. When they came to Washington, Reagan and Meese appointed their longtime associate and friend Louis O. Guifrida to be director of FEMA. Guifrida recently left FEMA and hopes for a higher post within the administration. In a state of domestic national emergency, FEMA's role would be crucial in silencing dissent to the administration's Central America policy. Same thing. Okay? This is the same thing. This is the exact same thing that Donald Trump wants to implement. Okay, when he gets into office. So let's go get it. Because I wrote it down. Just have to find out which page it's on. But yeah, I wrote it down. You know, this lunatic. Okay. I can find it. It's like, yeah. It's the 1798 Alien Enemies Act or Sedition Act. Okay, let me see. Hold on. So like, yeah. I'm sorry about that. I should have been more prepared, but when the spirit just gets on me, I just go in the spirit a lot when I do my videos. Okay. I wrote it down. Just trying to find it. I can't remember which page it's on. Okay. But anyway. Okay. The Alien Sedition Act. Okay. 1798. It's an act that allows them to dissolve the Posse Comitatus Act of 1898, I think it was. And by the dissolution of the Posse Comitatus Act, it allows the American government, the United States government, to use the military upon its own citizens. Right? So when I saw that on the internet, for fear that they would take it down, I wrote it down, and I was trying to remember on which page it's on. I can't remember. I wrote it in here. But anyway, let's continue reading. I didn't even know I touched the screen. So like it, people. Okay. In a state of domestic national emergency, FEMA's role would be crucial in silencing dissent to the administration's Central America policy. So anybody that bitches, whines, and complains about the policies of the United States government, they're going to be jailed and put in FEMA camps, right? Because it says right down here, the unimplemented contingency plan of Project Garden Plot was designed to round up and detain thousands of U.S. citizens opposed to the Vietnam War. And, you know, you can remove and replace Vietnam War with dissent. You can replace that so-called Vietnam War with a civil war in the United States, national emergency, and round up thousands of individuals. Okay. Now let's finish reading that, and I'll go over the differences. Okay. I think that's what I was trying to do. In a state of domestic and national emergency, FEMA's role would be crucial in silencing dissent to the administration's Central America policy. According to Sheehan, FEMA, with the assistance of all state National Guard units, would, under the proposed plan, be authorized to summarily arrest, detain, and imprison undocumented Central American immigrants. Okay? So this is the plan, what they're going to do under the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. It's called the Sedition Act. And I know I wrote it down, man. I wrote it down. I know I did. Big as shit. I'm really pissed off I can't find that. And it's in this book, too. You know, because the Brotherhood said, take notes and practice off your notes, all the biblical scriptures, memorize as much as you can. You know, so this way you could be instant in season and out of season. That way when somebody calls you and asks you the reason why you're out there preaching or what you're doing, why you're doing it, you can give them a reason. Okay. Is this it? Yeah, hold on. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I got it. I think I found it. Okay. I wrote it down. The DOD, Department of Defense Directive 5240.01, expanding the use of lethal force against U.S. citizens in potential deadly domestic situations. Okay, I knew it was in there. I scrolled right past it. The Department of Homeland Security has definition of expansion which constitutes domestic terrorism. DHS, the Department of Homeland Security, has flagged individuals questioning the COVID 1 Vagisil Maxine Waters' efficacy or election integrity as potential threats. They may target Americans who exercise their freedom of speech, complain about getting the next JAB, or question its effectiveness, protest against election results, fraud, or post anything on social media the government disagrees with. The feds now have a reason to join with local law enforcement to do whatever they want to Americans 72 full hours before getting official permission to use deadly force against the Americans due to a perceived imminent threat. It's perceived. It's not even sure that it's a fucking threat, but they're going to exterminate motherfuckers on purpose. Okay? Okay. Let's see. FEMA officials are also seeking the authority to arrest at the same time U.S. citizens whose names are listed on a classified administrative index. We just said that, right? Okay? Kept by the FBI. Those arrested would be detained at 10 national detention centers located on military bases in the United States, which are now being ready for possible use. They're ready. They're ready to go. They don't have any um, any of the individuals. Okay, these are the places where you're at, where they're going to put you. Okay, these regional contacts are the FEMA detention facilities. This is where they're at. Okay, this is a map from 1 to 10 in Roman numerals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's it. Okay, this is where they want to put you. I don't know anything about that shit. Wireless caller. Okay. Right? This is where they want to put you. Okay. See? This is where they got all the FEMA camps in the United States. The Federal Emergency Management Agency camps to put U.S. citizens due to a perceived imminent threat. Okay? They're all over the place. All over the United States. Everywhere. Okay? These are where all of the FEMA camps. Take a screenshot if you want to. Zoom in if you can. I try to zoom in, but it doesn't zoom in too good. I mean, you can't see it if you did, but like I said before, it's the same thing. Okay? This is the same thing, people. Check it out. Let's check it out. The Rex 84 is a short for Readiness Exercise 1984 program classified scenario and drill developed by the United States federal government to suspend the United States Constitution, declare martial law, and place military commanders in charge of state and local governments. Project Garden Plot, Project Garden Cable Splicer. Okay? And detain large numbers of American citizens who are deemed to be national security threats in the event that the president declares a state of national emergency. And that's what Donald Trump's going to do the first chance he gets, as soon as he get in there on day one. Okay? The plan states and allows the military to direct ordered movements of civilian populations at state and regional levels to any place they deem they need to be placed. Okay, and I just showed you where they're going to place you at. Okay? This is where they're going to place you. Okay? Real shit. Okay. Martial law. Rex 84. Martial law declared in the event of a national crisis plan did not define the term national crisis. FEMA takes control of federal and state governments. See? So, these motherfuckers have been planning this stuff for a long, long time, okay? Now, let's go finish reading. Okay? Real talk. I'll tell you, but, nobody believes me. FEMA officials are also seeking the authority to arrest at the same time U.S. citizens whose names are listed on a classified administrative index kept by the FBI. Those arrested would be detained at 10 national detention centers located on military bases in the United States. This is the beginning of Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is coming to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Like it says, James chapter 1, verse 1. The 12 tribes of Israel, which as a matter of fact, let's show you a map. Okay? Let's show you a map. Let's show you a map, okay? Let's show you a map of the 12 tribes of Israel, okay, and when they were sent to. Between 1650 and 1860, approximately 10 to 15 million enslaved people were transported from Western Africa to the Americas. Most were shipped to the West Indies, Central America, and South America. Okay? Are we paying attention? This is the map of the transatlantic slave trade. Okay? That's 200 years of slavery, being enslaved, okay, before the Emancipation Proclamation was put in use. You see what I'm saying? Okay, this is where they sent them to. Take a screenshot if you want to. This is what they were told to pick. Tobacco leaves, coffee leaves, cotton, sugarcane, mining for coal, right, and rice. And this is where they were sent to, man. Look. Now these motherfuckers want to do it again. Okay? That's just what they're gonna do, man, if they get a chance. I'm telling you. Okay? It's like you. Alrighty? Where was I at? So okay. Those arrested would be detained at 10 national detention facilities located on military bases in the United States, which are now being readied for possible use. Other preparations for a state of emergency have also occurred. In 1984, FEMA supervised a secret project codenamed Rex 84. Rex 84, codename Rex. I just showed you that, right? Conducted simultaneously with Operation Night Train, a simulated U.S. military operation in Central America. Rex 84 tested FEMA's roundup scenario and the government mechanisms needed to implement the plan. Okay? This is what they're doing. These are the devils that want to bring this shit about. The so-called Caucasians, these Edomites. They want to bring this shit about, man. Okay, real talk. This is what they want to do. Okay? They ain't going to stop till they get it done. Okay? It's just that simple. And this is the race of people that are your natural. Now, I just showed you. Okay? This is what they're going to do, man. These devils don't give a goddamn about you, man. If you're one of the children of Israel, and when they do, this is what they want to put in your hand. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. You know, those illegal immigrants, so-called, that Donald Trump wants to come against with the Department of Homeland Security, Department of Defense Directive 524001, right? Which expands the use of lethal force against U.S. citizens in potential deadly domestic situations, okay? Due to a perceived imminent threat. It's just a perceived threat. It's not even fucking real, okay? The reason why they're doing this is they want to put that, see that right there? They want to put that in your hand, okay? They want to put that right there in your hand. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all. How does he cause it? I just showed you how he's going to cause it. Okay? Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, so you can't participate or worship the image of the beast or participate in the beast program. Okay, let's get that. See if I can find it for you right quick. Okay? Because you won't be able to participate in a cashless society at all. They won't let you. Unless you have that digital identification where they can keep track of you. Keep track of your medical records. Okay, and they can keep track of where you are, your whereabouts at all times. Everything, man. Hold on. I must have passed it. Okay, but yeah, that's basically what they're doing, man. And I take a lot of screenshots of different pictures, of what they want to do, man. This is their end goal right here, a new world order, right? This is what they want. UN, United Nations Agenda 2030, mission goals: one world government, end of nations, one world army. So they're trying to set up their one world army. Now you know how they're going to do it and what they've called it, right? One world police force, end of the family unit. So they don't want families together, man, woman, and children. No, they want everybody separated, okay? One world central bank, one world cashless currency, end of all private property, world Depop and fertility control, end of home and car ownership, mandatory multiple JABs yearly, universal austerity income, UBI, universal basic income, universal austerity income, or universal high income for the rich, the middle class, and the poor. Okay? UBI is for the poor. Austerity is for the middle class. And high income is for the multimillionaires, billionaires, trillionaires. Okay? Social media and digital ID. You're going to have to use what I just showed you, the RFID digital device implanted underneath your skin in your right or your left hand. It doesn't matter. Okay? They're going to start this next year. Okay? I'm just telling you. Micro processed for health, shopping, and travel. Okay? Buy and sell, shopping for health, to pay your bill, travel. Okay? It's a tracking device. They tell you it's not a tracking device, but it's bullshit. Okay? It is. Implementation of the social credit system of China, Moab. Government raised children. That's the reason why they want to end the family unit. Okay? They want to raise your children. They want to grape, G-R-A-P-E, right? They want to grape your children, okay? They want to drink, the adrenaline-infused blood of, like they're Dracula or some shit. Okay? Okay, let's see. What is it? Government raised children. All businesses run by the state. End of non-essential air travel. Humans concentrated into 15-minute zones. Okay? End of private farms and vegetable gardens. End of animal ownership. That's going to hurt a lot of people, because you got a lot of people out there that are in love with their animals, their cat, their dog, their snake, their bird. Bestiality is at an all-time high in America, and people are going to be pissed off, which is going to bring about civil unrest, which allows the government, right, due to a perceived imminent threat, to use expanding the use of lethal force against U.S. citizens and potential deadly domestic situations. Okay? That's the plan. Okay? Ban on all natural medicine. Okay? So if the government ain't giving you no medicine, fuck you. Right? AI court and end of individual rights. Right? So if the suspension of the United States, of the Constitution of the United States is suspended, that means habeas corpus is suspended. Court and legal process, that's suspended under martial law. Okay? Martial law is a temporary or indefinite state in which the military authorizes or replaces civilian government with military forces and troops and suspends civilian legal processes. Right? Habeas corpus. During martial law, the military commander has unlimited power to make and enforce law. Right? So the Posse Comitatus Act that stops the United States government from using lethal force of military troops on the U.S. citizens is null and void. It's dissolved. It no longer is in force, right? So they can just bring in under martial law the military, and if you don't do what they tell you, just blow your goddamn brains out. See? Martial law is usually invoked in times of war. Are we not at war right now? We're at war with Syria, Lebanon, Iran, Iraq, okay? And America is backing the shedding of the Israeli Amalekite Khazars, right? The imposters, right? There it is. I think it is, right? That makes the U.S. citizens, it makes them eligible for summary execution. Summary execution. Okay. Limited access to wild spaces and end of fossil fuels and modern conveniences. Now, limited access to wild spaces, that means that people can't go camping, you can't go hunting. Okay, everything is off limits. Okay, it's all off limits. And North Carolina at what do you call it? I forget the name of that place out there in North Carolina that the people are homeless now. See, everybody was using those wild spaces out there and getting off the grid and in preparation for what's going to happen in 2025 after the inauguration and the election of DJ Donald Trump, right? The last Trump. Well, they used the HARP device in order to destroy all of that land out there because they found by mining there was lithium there. So the fastest way that they could cut out China is have their own source of lithium. Well, North Carolina, South Carolina, there's nothing but lithium underneath there. So they need to move all of those people and buy that land for dirt cheap. Then they can bring the government in and mine lithium as long as they want. Okay? Thereby destroying all of the neighboring surrounding suburbs, cities around that area. Because after you mine the lithium, you have to cool it off with water. And what are you going to do with the water you no longer need? You're going to throw it up into into nature, back into the rivers and lakes. And then you have all of that type of stuff in your water, in your shower water to take a shower with, take a bath with, to drinking water, all of that shit. It's immediately tainted all over again. See what I'm saying? And the United States government, under this law, doesn't give a shit. Okay? Try to tell you, man. Okay, let's go back to Rex 84. Okay. Readiness 84 is short for Readiness Exercise 1984, a classified scenario and drill developed by the United States federal government to suspend the United States Constitution, declare martial law, place military commanders in charge of state and local governments, and detain large numbers of American citizens who are deemed to be national security threats in the event that the president declares a state of national emergency. Okay, that's what they're doing to do. Okay, the King Alfred Plan. King Alfred Plan. The King Alfred Plan. Let's read it. Alrighty. The King Alfred Plan, codenamed Rex 84, calls for the extermination of blacks in America. The King Alfred Plan was a fictional CIA-led scheme supporting an international effort to eliminate people of so-called African descent. In the event of widespread and continuing coordinated racial disturbances in the United States, the King Alfred Rex 84, at the discretion of the president, is to be put into action immediately. Okay? Okay. No, got that. What's this? Oh, yeah, well, whatever. Okay, so that's that, man. This is what they plan. Okay, let's say they say it's false, but that's what they're working on. Okay, let's see. Here it is. The United States of America King Alfred Plan. Okay. The extermination of blacks in America. Codename Rex 84. There are over 600 prison camps in the United States, all fully operational and ready to receive prisoners. They are all staffed and even surrounded by full-time guards, but they are all empty right now, right? These camps are to be operated by FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, should martial law need to be implemented in the United States. The current foreseeable event which will see the implementation of the use of these camps is coming of the New World Order led by the so-called shadow government. Okay? That's it, man. Okay? So, that's what I wanted to let y'all know, man. This shit is finna jump off whether they want to or not. Okay? Other preparations for a state of emergency have also occurred. In 1984, FEMA supervised a secret project codenamed Rex 84, conducted simultaneously with Operation Night Train, a simulated U.S. military operation in Central America. Rex 84 tested FEMA's Roundup scenario and the government mechanisms needed to implement the plan. Okay? So, there you go, people. Just trying to tell you what's up, man. This is what Donald Trump wants. Alrighty? Let's get Hold on. Let's go get summary execution. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Summary execution is the act of deleting a person without a fair trial or due process. Rex 84 suspends permanently the United States Constitution, which allows for legal process, due process, habeas corpus in the local and state court systems. Under martial law, it's permanently suspended. Okay? It's suspended. And is a violation of the right to life. It's often associated with military or police actions and is often used in situations where normal procedures for handling prisoners are not followed. Summary executions are illegal in almost all jurisdictions. Right? Summary execution. Definition: the deletion of a person accused of a crime without a fair trial. When it happens, often in wartime, when normal procedures for handling prisoners are not allowed. Who commits it? Police, military, or paramilitary organizations. There you go. Why it happens: to terrorize a population or enforce compliance. Examples: the military execution of Spaniards by French forces after the Dos de Mayo uprising in Madrid. The United Nations Human Rights Council has an independent expert called the Special Rapporteur on extrajudicial, summary, or arbitrary executions. The Special Rapporteur's mandate covers all countries, regardless of whether they have been ratified relevant international conventions. You see? So there you go. Just wanted to let you know, man, this is what's happening. These motherfuckers ain't playing with you. They don't care about you. They never have. Okay? It's all about you doing what they tell you to do, or they're going to send you to here, a FEMA camp. Okay? Summary execution is the act of deleting a person without a fair trial or legal process. It is a tactic used to enforce compliance and terrorize a population. Summary executions are often associated with counterinsurgency, terrorism, guerrilla warfare, and other situations where the normal procedures for handling prisoners are disrupted. Okay? The outlook is grim. Already. And these are the military camps where they're going to put you. Okay? Regional contacts. Okay? That's where you're going. Call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Better keep prayers. You're going to need them. Shalom.